Combination of technology.
The result you see today is when you have an army of people working together to reach a common goal, not for themselves, but for the victims and their families.
After 34 years, we saw what was described today as a deep sigh and a release. Clarity in a case that has haunted Austin for decades and, most importantly, as you heard there, left the families of 4 girls murdered at a yogurt shop with unanswered questions.
Today, many of those questions are answered. Investigators say they have linked one man, Robert Brashears, to the crime. We heard from the cold case detective who explained how DNA testing and ballistic evidence finally led to this breakthrough.
We also heard emotional reaction from the families of these girls as they grapple with this breakthrough, and also as they thanked the team of detectives, experts, and prosecutors who never gave up on those girls. Let's listen to a portion of that news conference.
When Sean asked me to fight for justice, I said, "How far do you want me to push?" And he said, "As far as you can." That lit a fire in me that I had never experienced in my life. I have been here longer than most investigators involved. I've been here longer than the district attorneys, the prosecutors, and chief of police. I have been told no, to stand down, told to wait, be careful for what you ask for, and I'll let you know when it's deemed appropriate. But I've also got yeses. And those yeses helped start a cold case unit at the Attorney General's office. It also has helped make a federal bill for the families and victims. And I say this to all the other family victims out there: keep going. You will get knocked down, but get back up with a vengeance. Do not take no when your gut is telling you to push. Do not give up. Fight for what is right, and most importantly, don't let them put your case back in a box. To the Austin community, the APD Cold Case Unit, and the hundreds of friends and families here, online, and watching, thank you for not forgetting the girls. Your cards and your messages have never gone unread, and they are a comfort to have. To all the people that have reached out, to those that have stood by us to give us advice and a shoulder to lean on when we needed it, thank you. To the families of the cold case throughout the country, I hope you can find the right people who are willing to put their heart and soul in your case and willing to fight for you and with you. I hope that you can build a team of law enforcement, geneticists, genealogists, private investigators, forensic experts, DNA experts, whoever and whatever it takes to find the proof that you need in order to solve your case, as we did for the girls.
Now, investigators today also gave a detailed description of the processes and the investigation that they went through to identify Robert Brashears as the person connected that they believe is responsible for these crimes. They also labeled him as a serial killer connected to murders in several states with a similar MO.
They shared today that just 2 days after the yogurt shop murders in 1991 here in Austin, investigators say he was stopped at a Border Patrol checkpoint in South Texas and was found driving a stolen vehicle out of Georgia. Police say they also found a backup model of the pistol that was identified in the murders here in Austin. Brashears was later charged with auto theft and felon in possession of a firearm. Investigators say he is connected to several other murders and violent crimes across the Southeast, dating back to the 1980s. Before he died by suicide in 1999 in Missouri, Brashears had active warrants in Arkansas for trying to break into a woman's home and a conviction for attempted murder in Florida. It was not until 2006, though, that DNA matching Brashears tied him to the 1990 murder of a woman in Greenville, South Carolina.
As investigators said today, that case very important for them. We also know over the following years, Brashears would later be tied to a 1997 rape of a 14-year-old at gunpoint in Memphis, Tennessee, and a year later, the double homicide of a Missouri mother and her 12-year-old daughter. His body was exhumed in 2018 for DNA testing to match that case. We spoke with his daughter as she reflects on her father being named as the suspect in this case and the center of so many other crimes and cases.
Deborah Brashears told us that she found out about her father's past crimes in 2018 when police knocked on her door to collect DNA. She says she's glad the families of these cases are finally getting some answers.
I am very sorry to every family that my father hurt. I know it is not my place at all to tell you I'm sorry, but someone has to because he wasn't sorry for it, and half of my DNA is the person that hurt you the most. So I want to tell you sorry.
Deborah also said she does not know why her father was in Austin during the yogurt shop murders back in 1991, but that he was a contractor and often worked in construction for quite a long time.